Alright, welcome back. So, we just got done talking about the debut EP by Jag Panzer. So, it's now time to go in and talk about the debut full-length album by Jag Panzer, titled Ample Destruction, which was released in 1984. So by this time, the band turned into a five-piece, adding Joey Tafola, who would end up moving on to success with Shrapnel Records when they were kind of on their shred guitar, binge. So now we got the team of Mark Brody and Joey Tafola. So with that, the album starts off with License to Kill, and this is another good track on here. It's just another, kind of speed metal-esque song as well. And you could tell the band definitely was refining. Like, Joey Tafola added more of a neoclassical sort of sound to it, where he's really starting to add even more shred, kind of really giving way to more of that USPM metal sound. And to what it would pretty much be mostly focused on is also the guitar. So, License to Kill is a strong and open it up, going into Warfare, another really killer track. A little more kind of mid-paced, but still is another grabbing one. Sympathy of Terror is another really good track on here. Harder Than Steel, another good one. Generally Hostile is another really cool one. This one also has a really cool chorus as well. Not really too much a speed metal song, but it's kind of close to there. The one thing that really kind of, that really kind of grabs me is the end part of this. No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, with just the drummer just pounding on that double bass, just kind of giving more of a marching sort of, like, very commanding, like, real aspect to it. But let's also get to the watching. This is a really cool track right here as well. This is definitely, at times, even a haunting song as well. And of course, we'll get to another haunting song in here as well. This track is definitely good, and it's one of my highlights as well. Just another killer track. And of course, we get into a little instrumental interlude, which, for some reason, the whole synth, whatever, kind of seems to sound like it would be featured on an Ozzy Osbourne album. For some reason, it sounds like I could be on, like, the Debut or Diary of a Madman. It just has that sort of sound to it. But this is serves as an intro to Reign of the Tyrants, which is another real kind of very monstrous sound to it. Reading the liner notes in here, kind of like the thoughts on the song. Apparently, I think Mark Brody ends up saying that they were very much when they were writing the song, they got done listening to, like, Judas Priest's British Steel. And this was like the inspiration for the track, and it does have that Judas Priest sound to it. It's very real pounding as well. The demo version, however, really omits a certain word. This is definitely one of the early songs that really uses profanity of the F word. It's one of the first early examples of profanity being used in a song. So, we get Cardiac Arrest, another really good track as well. But then we also get to, remember I had said that The Watching isn't the only haunting song on this album. It's time to get into the last song on here, titled The Crucifix. The way this song starts is very eerie. It's very kind of spooky as well. It's like, it's, if Lady Wore Black was considered to be a really early haunting-esque song, this song kind of tops that in terms of atmosphere. This is just a very eerie, haunting, epic song. And according to also the you know, the notes, whatever, apparently the inspiration for this song was Black Sabbath. So, and of course you can hear some of Black Sabbath in this song as well, but this has many parts. Without me having to remember each track, let me just read off of CD copy. Yes. So, it's divided in about 5 parts. So, we got the possession, which is, of course, is like the first part is, you know, the very eerie tone. Of course, we get to suffer unto me, second part. Apostles of the damned. Think that could be like the very sort of real epic part, because there's a part to where Harry Conklin would just end up screaming atop of his lungs in the track. To where it just boasts into a very Maiden-esque track. And we also get the Beast. That could be that part. And then we got Armageddon. So it's just divided into 5 parts. Kind of like they're taking cues from like Rush as well. So you definitely get something that seems to be very ambitious in a way. This is just an awesome way to end it. If Iron Shadows was said to be a real great way to end their EP, this tops that in a way. This is definitely some of the best ending songs. It's like License to Kill starts off with a bang, while Crucifix starts off with a very epic, eerie, haunting way. This is just a fantastic track to a really good, solid album. This is one of the band's best, and there's reason why that this gets looked as a classic within metal in general, like the underground. This is where it gave Harry his name in a way, to where it made him more of a force to even today. This is just a fantastic album. While I like the EP, this one is definitely close to there. This is just a solid release. And definitely defines the US power metal sound. So, with that, this would end up being one of the last LPs released by Jag Panzer. Should they'll go on releasing demos, but of course Harry would end up have other things for himself, other plans. He would end up at the same time with Jag Panzer. He would also join another band by the name of Satan's Host, which we'll also talk about for US Power Metal Month. And then he would also go and leave Jag Panzer and Satan's Host and go and be with another band. Shit, I can't even think of their name, but yeah. So, definitely with that, just a great album. And of course, Jag Panzer definitely still went on during the 90s with different singers and such. And of course, Harry Conklin would then return with Jag Panzer during the 2000s, and he's still with them to this day. So, definitely a career for a very, at times even an underappreciated band. So, with that said, if you have heard this, and I know that this was featured in Scott's and Trog's top 50 albums of 1984. Even though he ranked it low in the list, I still respected the fact that this album was even featured in that list, because this just shows for what type of album that this is. It still ends up being given a spot in a top list. It's just that good of an album. So, with that, before I even get that, I know I'm like stalling. This album was also released with many different artworks, but this is the original artwork. Of course, Scott had showed a different cover, which of course was also released through vinyl as well, that cover as well. But that one was cool, but this is the original, which of course has the 4 Horsemen on the artwork, and it's still considered to be the best. This is a High Roller Records CD reissue. The same remaster that appears on the High Roller Records remaster for the vinyl. So, same as that. Just on compact disc. So, with that, if you heard it, what are your thoughts on this album? So with that said, this is Heavy Thrasher saying, I am out. I'll see you with the next band. See you on the other side.